Hi, first grade. Great work with your slant stroke letters. Today this session, we're going to be reviewing some of the phonograms that we have learned earlier. So all of these are going to be either tall line letters or dash stroke letters. So I might be asking you before you write the letter what kind it is, so you get the right one, because pretty much we've just been doing all tall line letters or all short line letters. But now we're going to start doing a couple of different kinds of letters at a time to write our words. Okay. So we'll see if we get through two lines of boxed paper. We might just get through one, but that's okay as long as we're working carefully and doing our best. Okay. So the first phonogram that I want you to write is Z. Class, what are you going to write? Good. And where's the starting spot for that? Good. It's at the dotted line. And where at the dotted line? Good. Close to the margin or the letter before. So go ahead and write your Z. All right, our next phonogram is E. Where does our E start? Good, halfway between the dotted line and the baseline. So write that in, telling your pencil how to move while you write. All right, in the next box, I want you to write the phonogram that just says K, the one that only has one sound, and it's K. All right, so where does that one start? Good, that one starts at the top baseline because it's a tall line letter. So tell your pencil how to move while you write that one. All right, we'll skip a spot. In the next one, write O. And remember, we write it close to the margin. Our tall and short line letters wouldn't go right in the middle of the box. We start them close to the margin. All right, in the next box, write E. Where does E start? Good, halfway between the dotted line and the baseline. All right, after that, write a B. Now, where does our B start? Good, it starts at the top baseline and close to the margin, and that makes us have the circle go in the right direction. So write your B. All right, skip the next spot. And then in the next one, write E. What are you going to write in that next spot? Good, E. Make sure you're telling your pencil how to move so it's beautiful. And then in our last box, I want you to write a T. What are you going to write? Good, T. All right, let's do that first row of words. So tell me what I need to write in the first box. Good, Z. And that starts at the dotted line and close to the margin. All right, what goes in the next box? Good, E. Starting halfway between the dotted line and the baseline. All right, and the last one, what goes here? Good, K. So that one is a tall line letter. Remember our other phonogram that we know that says K, it says K, S. So we don't want to use that one. We do just K. All right, and then we'll skip a space. What's next? Good, O. what's after that? Good, at E. And the last one in that word? Good, B. Right, now remember, if we start this close to the margin at the top baseline, we're never going to get it mixed up with the other one, the other one that looks like this, but backwards, right? I think I told you I used to get those mixed up. As soon as I learned about starting spots, I've never gotten them mixed up again. All right, and what's next after we skip our spot? Good, at E. And the last letter in this line? Good. Remember, starting close to the margin. Okay, let's read our first row of words. And which sound are we going to be saying for each phonogram if it has more than one sound? Good, it's first sound. Right, so let's say the first sounds and put them together. Good, it's Z, put it together. Good, Zek. Remember, if we need to do it a few times and just work on going faster and faster, that is just fine. Let's do our next word now. What are the first sounds of each of these? Good. Good, so it's O, B. Put it together. Good. All right, so O, B, leb. And our last one, good, it's put it together, et. Good. Now, none of these are real words. These are all nonsense words. Let's go down to our next line. Okay. So in the first box, I want you to write right, so make sure you have the correct starting spot. Make sure you're telling your pencil how to move. All right, in the next box, we're going to write E. What are we going to write there? Good, E. And in the next box, B. Right, so make sure you find the right starting spot. And then we'll skip that next space. So in the next box, write B again. All right, so make sure you find the correct starting spot. Where is it? Good, at the top baseline and right close to the margin. That makes you have the circle part go in the right direction. Right, after that, we'll do et E again. Gosh, you guys are really going to know your et E by the end of this. And after that, Z. Okay, so find that correct starting spot. All right, then we'll skip a spot. The next box, we've got another et E. So find the correct starting spot, make it beautiful. And the last one for this line, we'll do B again. This is because we were practicing tall line letters and also our dash stroke letters. So that's why we had et E so much, because that's our only dash stroke vowel. So we got to practice it a lot. Okay, what am I going to put in my first box here? Good. Remember, I'm going to always start close to the margin or the letter before. All right, what's next? Et E. Okay. And after that, good, B. Now, B is a tall line letter. So if I start it at the top baseline and close to the margin, I couldn't write it wrong even if I tried to. Let's skip that next space. The next one is B. So once again, we start it close to the margin at the top baseline. See, there's no way I could make it the wrong way because this line is in my way. Isn't that nice? I think so. All right, what's next? Good, E. So starting halfway between the dotted line and the baseline. And what's next? Good, Z. You remember that starts at the dotted line, but close to the margin. Now we'll skip one more space. What's here? Good, E. And what's our last phonogram? Good, B. All right, so let's go ahead and read the second line of nonsense words that we wrote. So which sound are we going to be saying for each phonogram? Good, it's first. All right, one more time, it's good. B, heb. Then next, good, it's B, Z. Excellent, B, Z, we put it together, bez. And finally, good, it's B, put it together, ebb. All right, excellent work, class.